Hello traders, welcome to Trade Forex with Gabe. My name is Gabriel Ojimadu and this is the weekly Forex Forecast. Today I will be walking us through all that happened last week. We had 5 major interest rate decisions and came with a lot of risk, but of course with risk comes opportunities to make profit. It was a fantastic week for all those who follow this channel, and I want to believe you made money just like we did here. And let's look into the week ahead, March 25th through to 29th. Of course, we have Easter coming up, so there will be bank holidays ahead. So the fundamentals are not so much on the calendar. We have on Tuesday CB consumer confidence, and then the CPI data year in year for Australian dollar. FOMC has member Waller speaks on Wednesday, and on Thursday we'll see GDP month in month, and then the final GDP data for the quarter will come out, affecting the USD. And unemployment claims, pending home sales, reverse UOM consumer sentiments, and then holidays, Easter holidays, I believe, will commence. Well, so this is it. So we have some limited opportunities, but then I will walk you through what the how we are going to fit the fundamentals into the technicals as we proceed. Starting off with the first indicator we use, and that's the currency strength meter. Last week, we had a lot of focus on Great Britain pounds, and it performed really well. GBP performed well with Euro. Those were the top pairs we looked at here last week, and if you traded them, I want to believe you had a you almost 100% win rate for all the pairs. Okay, almost. I think it was just GBP, NZDs. I had 1 or 2 followers say it didn't hit their target, but well, I was a bit conservative, so that gave me the needed profit. So, but then let's look into this week. Some of the pairs we traded last week are also reappearing into this week on the on Euro pairs. So, but then let's look at how to derive what we'll be trading this week. So this week, March 25th through to 29th, we'll see the dollar making it into the positive side of things, from negative 1.2 now positive 0.9. Euro still maintains almost bearish. It's still on the, I still consider it bullish, because this week it still has a setup that will tilt, has a potential to tilt it from this negative 0.6 into the positive region. Okay, and then pound sterling losing more strength, so it's not coming out under my radar for the week. Australian dollar gained some strength from minus 2.0 now to negative 1.3, and then we see Canadian dollar as well gaining some strength on minus 2.2 to minus 1.6. Swiss franc losing some strength there, and it's coming out it's coming out on my radar with negative 2.6 from last week, 1.6, and then New Zealand dollar negative 3.2 from last week, 3.0. So these three present some good short possibilities: Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, and NZD, and I would like to pair them up with USD and then Euro. So my best pairs to trade into the week are thus USD. I'll be looking to go long on USDCAD, USD Swiss franc, and go short on NZD USD. Whereas on Euro pairs, I'm looking to go long on EURCAD, Euro Swiss franc, Euro NZD. All of these pairs, we traded them last week, so it still holds some potential further to the upside. We'll see how that plays out on the chart. So let's look at the chart, starting with the dollar index. On the dollar index, what we see here is after the FOMC news, we still some of the comments that came out showed that the Feds are not going to be putting in additional taking some additional measure to tamper on inflation. So this gave the dollar some new surge after FOMC rate. So what I see here is that we're potentially going to be having more rally. You can see that price filled, the technicals were already indicative of this. We had the last low here, price rallied up to new high, failed to create a new low, and then we created a new high. Now we're creating new higher lows and new higher highs. So what this is presenting in forecast is that we should begin to anticipate some new rallies on the dollar. Okay, I would like to see some correction before a new rally up. I would like to see this happen. Okay, so for the dollar, I wouldn't just want to jump in and buy. My second strategy will be to use the pivot levels to find my entries and my take profits. So this is how I would like to approach dollar trades into this week. Next is USD Swiss franc. Let's start with USD Swiss franc. So last week this gave us fantastic take profit level, exactly where we had the potential take profits. That was where it got to, and we took our profits. This was a fantastic trade last week. So this week, again, I would like to see some level of correction. Probably price will make it all the way down here for any retest. But then, like I said, I potentially will use another strategy to find new entries. But in general, this is looking bullish. It's bullish for me. I will be looking to go in on it. So if we are to use where next we anticipate liquidity, we have one here. Let's use the former level, take that out, and then we have the next key level here. So I would like to find a good entry so I can get good risk reward ratio there. So if price should make some correction, then this will give me a better risk to reward ratio to target my next key level of 0.9055 and final level 0.9108. So if we look at the potential movement, if we are able to get some retracement into this level, so this is about 134 and this 192. So you see these are very good projections that can be attained within a week, within Monday to Friday trading day. Next on the line is USDCAD. USDCAD last week was fantastic. We had a bounce and then we are making it to the upper boundary. But then I tried to measure this before uh, the recording began, and I saw that price has not been able to create a new high because this was the last high here. The high was 1.36127, whereas if you check what this is showing, this is no, it created a new high, sorry. It gave us that new high. So this is 1.36133. So we've already been able to create a new high. So if you track it from here, we've been creating new higher highs, new higher lows. So what I would like to see again on this dollar pair is to see some level of correction before we get our needed entry. So if I'm to use Fibonacci retracement tool, so anything within the 38 or 50 fib level will be a good entry point for me, and I'll target the next upper boundary. But then if we get a breakout before any correction, then you already know the rules for trading a channel. So the target, I've already given it to you. That's 1.3766 level. So whichever happens, you already know what to do. So finally on the USD pair will be NZDUSD. NZDUSD, there you are. Okay, so this pair, I traded it last week. It was not on the radar, but the breakout was fantastic. So you see, we still have just few more pips to achieve our final target, about 20 pips there. So what I would like to see, if price makes some new retracement, then this will be fine. So the next key thing here is that we could be trading the flag because this is a flag anyway. So if we continue to push further downwards, you could see already the target is at this level. So next, what do you call it now? The next key level, it's somewhere around here because some liquidity is waiting here. So this will be my target. So price make some correction, this will give potential new entry. Okay, this will give us some needed entry, because I really anticipate on the dollar we should see some level of correction, and that should also affect the NZD gaining some strength before new sell-off into our final target from last week, and then into the new targets of 0.5898 or 0.5866. So traders, watch out for that. So next on the list will be EURCAD. So let's go into Euro pairs. Starting with EURCAD. So this was the pair I got 1 or 2 followers saying, oh, Gabriel, this did not hit our target. But for me, it did, because last week my targets, I had a, if you look closely here, we had a little channel here, and that was what I used to trade. Okay, somewhere around here. So after the breakout, price really rallied into the channel. I mean, the technical target for this channel. I achieved my goals before we got the sell-off, and I think I walked out. If you watch the video, I walked us through where that target will be. But then, in case you're still in that trade, don't worry. Potentially, we have a major rally on euro. Okay, don't forget we are still trading the breakout from this channel. So the technical target is still intact, and that is to the upside, which is 1.4866. So in case you are still on that trade, then I'm expecting a breakout, because now what we see now is look at that. So I'm expecting the breakout from this channel, and that should give us some breather. Okay, probably it should give you that needed break even. But for me, I'm looking for new profits. Okay, because last week was done and dusted. So so wherever the breakout will happen, I will know where my new targets will be. So for now, this won't be a good time to take a measurement, because I've already thought over and over how to measure and get your needed profit targets from each breakout. Last week we also traded euro Swiss franc. This was fantastic trade. We achieved our target and overextended, really overextended. So into this week, we're still trading the, actually we have achieved the breakout, the technical breakout target for this channel. Look at that, exactly where our target was, 0.9781. We achieved that. And what can I say? Right now, we see this previous support turned resistant, and we broke it with the highest momentum ever needed to shatter this resistance. So what we see now is price coming back to make a retest, okay? And for me, I'm seeing this as a new opportunity to go long and achieve the previous high again. So if we begin to see price, make it back here, that should give us at least 100 pips. So it's already trading within the channel. I don't expect a breakout to the downside of this channel. What I expect is price to, get a bounce, a needed support, and push higher into the previous high, and of course take it out. So that's euro Swiss franc. And the last pair for today, EURNZD. It was a trade from last week again. We smashed all targets. First target started from here. We smashed 66, and then the second target 136 pips. So this was a fantastic trade from last week. So let's look at it from the bigger picture. And from the bigger picture, what we see right now is that we're already breaking this channel. Okay, we're already breaking this channel. And what does that mean for us? This is already telling us to look for further rally into the upside. Okay, so what I would like to see is further rally to the upside, and to the upper boundary. Let me see where the key levels are. If we're able to get some key levels, this will be really interesting for us. So one is here. and the last one is somewhere here. So let's take out our previous targets, just this ones, delete selected, and okay, so you see, so this is where I'm targeting. I will be targeting to take profit. So if the week begins, which is from this vertical line, first target here is about 131 pips and 192 pips, but then we'll see if we're going to get a bounce before the pull up. But from the D1, it's really looking that we are breaking away from this channel. Don't forget what we have here is that price has violated this last high. Okay, you see this? Price has violated this last high. So this downtrend has been violated because we were creating new highs, now new lower low, a high lower than the previous low, a low lower than the previous low, and we failed to create, okay, here we created a low previous lower than the last low, so the downtrend continued. But look at what happened here. We failed to create a low lower than the previous low, so this downtrend became suspicious, and here we see that it's been violated and we're getting set for an uptrend. So this is why I'm optimistic that we will push higher on EURNZD, and the target has been given 1.8157 level. Okay, traders, so that's where we'll draw the curtain for the week, and I want to wish you happy holidays, happy Easter celebrations, and I'll see you next week again. Don't forget to trade carefully, manage your risk, and of course, if the opportunity has passed, don't chase a moving train. Okay, till next week, bye from my trading desk. Bye.